Yeah, this brother Tank here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know, saying you walking out to me for a real long time.
Yeah, I've been walking with ATUN-RE for a long time. You know, and I've been hearing, I've been seeing, I've been listening, what's going on and all that. You know, so I'm just checking. You know, Tank tapped in with me, and some of the most distressed moments I had just naturally taps in, and that's, you know, I'm here for the tap in. What's going on? What's the word?
You know, just love, just trying to, you know, get the train going forward, you know, with everything.
Who all on the phone?
It's just me and you.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what we, man, like I was saying, those brothers, you know, God bless their heart and their soul, because they don't really realize what this whole thing is. They don't really realize the platform that they on. Not saying no YouTube platform, they don't know the table that they sitting on, or the table that they been at, you know. So they kind of being used like chess pieces, you know. And it's like I was saying, they doing a lot of the hard work, you know what I mean? A lot of the hard work that it would take to you know, from speculation, you know, because, you know, like without it's almost better that the cats that they deal with don't believe none of this shit first. It's better. It's better that they don't have no belief on it first and they come in like that, because when they get the other side and they get the truth of it and it starts playing out in their own life, that's going to be something undeniable. And that's how I always go. You know what I mean? This is our last cycle. It always gets like this right near the end. It always gets right to this, you know, this point. You know, we start balling out of control. We start setting up businesses. We start moving the map. We start moving what the information is and all that. But this part is like, this is like, it's like play, man. We needed more teleporters, you know, because the T is the connector piece, you know, and that's what they don't really get. They being used as another T. They just being used as another T, you know. And I appreciate all the hard work and effort they doing to try to, you know, tear something down, or, you know, really what they doing is building it up. They just don't understand. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't know that they are part of that which is not process being done over and over and over and over. They've always been a part of this process, you know. So I would just tell cats, you know, without no fear, just have some humor with it, man. Ain't no reason to threaten them dudes, or ain't no reason to even make them stop doing what they doing. Like, I would say would do it more, you know, because they really pushing a lot of people right where they need to be at the right time in the right place, you know, and that's a divine thing. And sometimes it just don't seem like, you know, when you're part of the all, you got to recognize that all that's the part of the all that's the part of the all we just don't like about ourselves. You know, we don't like that leaky boat type of feeling or whatever. We don't like that envious part, but that's still a part of the all that we are, you know. But it's not the part of the all that we wish to be, knowing that we can be anything we wish to be in the all, as long as I wish to stay in the all. So it ain't about separating from them. It's just about seeing what a part of the all that you don't wish to be, you know. And somebody got to play that role. You know, I'd rather one of them play that role than somebody like you that I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? I'd hate it have to be you. You know?
No, but it's all real. It's just like, you know, because I realize that, you know, talking to ATUN-RE is one thing. Actually walking with him is like a whole different scenario, because you met ATUN-RE before.
Yeah. That was the most life-changing 69 days of my life. You know, I've seen it.
The most life-changing experience of your whole life.
Yeah, that's how it's the reason I'm like this right now. Today, it's like another my whole timeline got changed. Like, my whole timeline been changed several times. You know, that's another story that, you know, ATUN-RE let me know what had happened to me way back in the past. You know what I mean? Like, I was supposed to be some victim of suicide, and Baba changed my whole timeline and brought me back to this line right here. This is not even my original. This ain't even my original timeline. So I'm here just for this this mission. That's really what it is, just to meet the little bro and to walk with him and see the real love, man. Like, there's been times, man, like, these brothers that be complaining about the money that they sending and all that, they don't be really knowing. Like, I told cats, I'd be like, man, ATUN-RE is rich. You know, like, if you don't really understand that type of wealth, because it's the whole damn thing. It's the whole thing. It's too big to carry. So every time that he asking somebody else for a little bit of bread, that's Baba doing that. It ain't like Baba don't need you to take care of him. He don't need you. Like, that's you getting your own little blessing out of it. You know what I mean? And when these cats come with this idealistic or this idolized mindset, that's why they need to walk with them, because you need to shatter that idol. You need to shatter that idol. You need to know that there ain't nobody above the Most High. You need to know that. You need to know that you ain't supposed to give no worship to no idol, and you ain't supposed to be doing all that. You ain't supposed to idolize or none of that. That's why he said he don't need no recognition. And that just means you got him fucked up from the start. You see, like, recognition, you know what I mean? Recognition. He want to be realized. He don't want to be real. Don't even need no acknowledgement. He don't need to act. He don't need nobody to act like they know him either. You know what I mean? All these busters coming on. Oh, I know ATUN-RE. I know. Okay, we don't even need that. He wants to be realized, because once you realize that he's real, you'll realize that you're real too. And these experiences is really happening for us. You know, so the walk with ATUN-RE ain't gonna do nothing but put a mirror up in front of you about all your weaknesses. Mm. Whatever weak about you gonna show. Because if you can't see him in the real light that he really is, you know, that the trees and all these stars and all this stuff that's walking around them, and the wind recognize them and all that, you can't see that, because that's you judging yourself like that. You see ATUN-RE as some type of weak ass, that's you looking at yourself. And that's part of the purge process that these cats don't understand. That's why it's so uncomfortable, because he keeps bringing up your weak shit all the time. And he carrying it on himself through your eyes. Meaning, one person will see him like he's a pharaoh, the bomb diggity bomb, and another nigga see him like he's just a bum pimp this. But that's you doing that. That's you doing that. Right. You know? That's why you can't see even through all the muck and mire you looking at royalty. You can't but when you start seeing him the right way, you start seeing yourself the right way. Because, you know, even in the Bible it says, what does it say? Love yourself. Love your enemy like you love your neighbor like you love yourself, or something like that. But the like you love yourself part is the part that niggas got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? They don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. Everything that's inside of these minds it's been opposing to loving your real self. And so ATUN-RE here kind of just to show you who you really are. Man, nah, stand up. You like this. Nah, you like this. This is how we eat. And eventually that weak shit'll go away. You know, so, you know, strength repels weakness. That's what I understood when I walked with him. It was hard too. But what I seen was like a lot of, I can't explain it, man. I don't want to be sounding off fanatical, but it's kind of like a move. It starts playing in your real life, kind of like a movie, too. You know, and you start seeing some of these things that he's saying and some of these words that he's saying. You know, it's just real stuff, man. I got so many miraculous things that I could say, but I just don't want to sound like. I want cats to know that it's some benefit in walking that close to the sun and not being burnt to death. That's all I could tell them. You know?
Real. Yeah.
That's how it is, you know. I've seen them, you know, the focal point that he is that allows that judgment, you know, it's like you're casting a certain amount of judgment on yourself, man. And that's what brothers gotta just, you know, stay away from that. You know, ain't nobody asking nobody if you don't believe. You know, some of the brothers was like, shoot, what did silly Quan say? I said silly Quan. He said
what you referring to?
Huh. You see, go ahead.
What you referring to? I'm trying to help you to remember it.
Well, yeah, no, I was trying to. It's just that I don't know, man. It ain't meant for me to say that right now. But I say what I will say is this, man. The judgment that these brothers is putting on, they're putting on their uncles, they putting on their grandmamas, they putting on they cousins, they putting on the same people that they saying that they so-called here to help. You know, man, you saying that you're here to help these homeless people. You saying that you're here to help the sisters that got, you know, that polarities need to be healed, and you're scared of women, and you can't do nothing but dog them when you see them out in the dirt and the mud, and like, so we don't really need y'all that pretty shit. You know what I mean? We don't need y'all pretty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that know how it, you know, that's dirty work.
Right.
It's dirty work, and these cats is just weirdos on some level. But they are the truth is they always been weirdos in this royal family. They never want to get their hands dirty. They never want to stand next to nobody. They always scared. When we was in Egypt, no, they wasn't rocking with us like that. They wouldn't come outside. They was all in the you know, all in the palace and all. They wouldn't rock with us and go smoke with the niggas outside and shit. They wasn't like that. They
right.
just ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They never really been, but the love is still there. You know what I'm saying? I want them to know that y'all are not out of the hands. Y'all are not out of the. Ain't nobody committed to no damn banishment of hell and all that type of shit. Cause y'all gotta be used too. You know what I mean? And I say y'all doing a good job. Y'all niggas is talented as hell. Y'all talented as hell for what y'all think y'all trying to do. But everything that you doing is gonna be everything that it takes to undo you. Not you can't undo something like OSOICE. It's when original sacred order. It really just means you was who you was before you got here, and that's it. You know, they just gonna turn into babblers. You'll see it. It happens all the time, man. It's just a sad thing, you know, and their grandmas and them gonna start checking them in their dreams, and they gonna start hearing it. You know, they gonna start hearing that check, and then they gonna start losing their words. They gonna no new thoughts for you, no new nothing. Water get turned up, nothing new, no new. You know, and you didn't get the first script. If you would have got the first script the first time, and you stop saying all he says is the same thing all the time, if you would start talking like that, then you probably would have got something new by now. You know, but what you're trying to do is add your own, put a little remix on it, and then, you know, flavor you using the same words. They know it. They know that they use the same words. And somebody said that's the most profound thing I've ever heard in my life. But they won't say, that little brother told me that. They won't say, well, you know who told me that? You know, they won't say that. And then so that when a person comes to them for something new, they got to go back and listen to ATUN-RE again and come back. It's just like, okay, the job's still getting done. It's still getting done.
Right.
The job's still getting done. You can't shake this. This ain't once that type of ether touch your soul, and once you get touched with that don't go nowhere. That's what they don't understand. They've been encoded with this. This is like a virus. You can't do nothing else now. You can't do nothing else but either talk up ATUN-RE or talk down ATUN-RE. That's your only, and both of them are going to do the same exact thing.
Wow.
Like your free, yeah. Where's your free will? How do you yield your? That's what I said. They don't even know that they're being controlled right now. Like a little chess piece. Why is that your only two? That your only two options now is to talk up ATUN-RE or talk down ATUN-RE? Who the fuck is ATUN-RE? Who's ATUN-RE? That's the only question that you leave in people's mind. And when they have that question in their spirit, you know what goes? Their mind goes to find the rest out. And thank you. That's the space in between the tick and the talk that we were talking about. Suckers.
I like how you put that.
Yeah. Oh, we say everything sweet.
Cool.
It ain't even gotta be a, you know, we ain't even gotta practice.
We're good vocalists.
Yeah, we the best. Like ain't nothing like that. All of us is getting glad. A little bit more city. I'm at work right now. All right, so neutral, no brakes, and hands off the wheel, okay? Thanks. But they ain't hearing that. They ain't hearing the tri-harmonic. When I started getting the tri-harmonics in my voice, I don't even want to let that go. That's that buzz. I'm like, I don't know. I remember that came after listening to ATUN-RE for a minute. You know, I remember how that it just started changing. I know that part. I know how we vocalize. I know how we say things. I know our sense of humor would make us more. We have more humor, and we speak very colorful every time we speak. Remarkable things come out of our mouth, and that ain't. You could try to dog Chief, but you ain't. Nigga, I'm ATUN-RE. That's what I should have said when you said what name do you want to go by. Or what name, you know what I mean? Because that's what we doing, man. And that's why I want some of the brothers in the OSOICE to understand, man. Like, we don't need all these unique names. Still, we know who you are by your tone. And bam, what's your name? My name's ATUN-RE. That means if they do start trying to come and get somebody and look for somebody, shit. Everybody done already said their name is ATUN-RE, so they got to come after me. They got to come after you. They got to find who ATUN-RE is, and ATUN-RE ain't a person. It's an energy. It's us all together, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that's the energy that cats need to start taking. Get on the phone. They be like, who is this? Nigga, this ATUN-RE. That's it. That means, so what? What can you say at that point? You know, because I already was doing telepathy. I told them niggas to shut the fuck up. I already made them sound like idiots too many times, you know what I'm saying, because they just got that undying need to speak. So I'm like, all right, I'm not giving I'm not giving everybody my name. I got the name that they're going to attack. I got the name, ATUN-RE. That's the name. All of us. Everybody just, rocking under the same thing at the same pace at the same time. You know, shit, I tell, that's the way we need to be. And that's the solidarity, that's the solidarity. You'll see cats that want to be like, oh, I'm a young, fair era. How the fuck can you be young and an elder at the same? I don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what. Sometimes I don't know what he be saying, you know what I mean? But I still think it's very entertaining. It's cute. I was bored a little bit. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody fucking with it. Ain't nobody coming against us. Like, we need something. Right. You know what I mean? We need a little something, you know what I mean? We need a little something, because whenever the order is given for, to meet me and Stocks and these niggas, they can't see us because we got both sides of the fence. We ain't just no space alien nigga. Like, what the fuck? We ain't just none of that. We're real. We got this real love. Like, bro, I really do be talking to people on the daily. I really do lift up the spirits. I do make people laugh wherever I go. These suckers don't do that. I would rather you make me laugh than hear all your space-ass stories. That shit ain't funny. How many times ATUN-RE done made you laugh? And how many times he done made you laugh telling the worst story that could happen to a person? You be like, I don't even know why I'm laughing at this. I don't know why this is funny, because the hue, it's not, it's the color. You know what I mean? You feel all that color and that love coming through, man. And that's why it's like, I don't believe it's a situation where cats is out to grab OSOICE members, because there's no possibility to do that, because the OSOICE member was an OSOICE member, even if he didn't know he was in OSOICE already. Right. It ain't it's not a new thing. It's really not. We've been doing this for a long, long time, man. And but I see you, dog. Listen, man, you're gonna be out on that TV show. You're gonna be on that TV1 TV show. Miramax, we're gonna grab them deals with Miramax. What I mean? We got other things coming that's so unbelievable. And that's why, how it says in the Bible, like the mustard seed, it's like a thought. The concept that's being given to you is a thought. Like it's a concept. Like even the concept of a Most High and the concept of the galactics and all that, those are thought concepts, and they're so, nobody can really weigh a thought. It weighs a lot. You can't, because all it is we're one thought away from this eternity thing, but we can't. It's hard to get everybody focused at the same time to just have this one thought to get to pass this thought through, and like ATUN-RE say, like that the pain is divine in a way that it gets all of your attention at one time, and to focus on one thing. And that's why this death is being used to make everybody focus on that concept of eternity and that concept of what the afterlife looks like. And if you ain't seen it, you reveal that concept or that thought to nobody to yield nothing. And that's the process. That's the thought that's really coming in now. You know, the thought is the immaculate concept of what eternity is just a thought away, and we can manifest that thought if any of us can hold that thought for a particular amount of time. But it takes focus, you know. So it's a lot more that we're gonna see go through. You know, shit. Donald Trump ain't got too much longer left. You know, it might happen to him this June, and
right.
You know, we got to prepare for what the shock value of that going to be doing to people. You know, like there's a civil war that's about to come on this land, man, and this shit is real, man. This shit is real, man. So I really ain't really mad at none of the little entertaining shit that's going on with the young elders and all that type of shit, because when the civil war pop off, ain't none of that shit gonna be cute. Ain't none of it gonna be funny. Ain't nobody gonna have no time to be debating about no damn galactic none of that shit gonna be apparent. I mean, none of that shit's gonna be real. You know what I mean? And we gonna be all either separated from each other, or we gonna be all close to each other in that moment in time, man, because they're not letting this shit fall in our hands without no fight. I promise you. They're not letting this shit fall in our hands without no fight. And we done got our ass kicked before. And then we're not guaranteed to win this shit. You know what I mean? And that's what the whole free will part of it is, that, if we don't try, if we don't not stop trying and start doing, meaning think the thoughts over. That's why the wisdom book is given. That's why the wisdom book is there for you. These concepts, think them thoughts all the time. Think them thoughts. All of us at the same time thinking them thoughts forces this thing to happen. We forcing it through, and I don't know, man. That's all. That's pretty much all I got to say on that, man. I'm happy to see what I'm seeing coming to fruition, because a long time ago when it's like Bodie was just a cat and it was just a couple. A long time ago when it was just a couple cats. I mean, as far as just like talking to each other like this, I think about, was that 10 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. 11 years ago, I don't know, something like that. But this was already all talked about. All of this, every one of these moves. Even the Zuriel and them know how they was gonna turn into suckers. All this shit, and we was already talked about. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this shit is real. I'm here to tell whoever that I've been witnessing this thing happen the whole time. I done seen it go from this to that to this to that, and every time I go through this little filtration process, and somebody tries to break it down, and then all of a sudden more people than last time came, and they keep doing that, man. So I'm like, everything is happening how it's supposed to happen, man. Tank, you're doing a great job, bro. You're doing a great job. Yeah, you know what I mean? People getting used to your voice, man. And that's a real good thing, man. You calm people down, and that's why, like, you ain't gonna hear me really disrespecting cats, and because I have like zero fear. Like, they don't know. I'm like, y'all must don't know who y'all really y'all don't know who y'all really fucking with. They really think it's a game. They really think it's a game of some type of I don't know. They don't really know how real it is, So it's like, okay, it's just a little bit of I feel sorry for them more than anything. You know what I mean? I don't feel any anger or nothing like that. I actually feel sorry for somebody like that. That's like somebody lost the baddest woman in their life, or you know what I'm saying? This is bad news, So I don't really feel sorry. I don't really hate them. I feel sorry for them.
Right.
Be a part of this, and then you.
But what's funny is that I had walked with a lot of those, like, it's like brothers that, it wasn't just all of a sudden, because I had met a lot of those brothers like a long time ago, and we walked together outside of ATUN-RE. You see, and I saw, like, the flaws then, and like, in them not having a lot of confidence in themselves.
Right.
Or, like, always just wanting to, like, judge others. You see what I'm saying? And then now it's just like they're not, rocking with OSOICE anymore. They're still vocal, and they're really doing what they was doing before anyway, just like, at a different degree now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever heard, once you hear Pop break somebody down in a debate, there is a part of you that be like, damn, I want to do that type of shit. Damn, I want to do that to somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
there was a point to do this, allowed to do this. And them tones, man, you break the word ignorant down the other day, man. He was sitting with his wife. This how you use the word ignorant in so many different phrases. It was just like, man, he probably just walking down the street, you know, just breaking it down like so profound.
Right.
Like he wasn't even trying, but it was so cold how he was phrasing it. I'm like, man, he turned his word ignorant up. So.
And I mean, and I'm like, yo, you know, for a second, you know, like, if they even witnessed that come through them for a second, they should have respected it. They should have respected that. They should respect what's coming through them for the moment, man. Just being this close to the rhythm and the tone and the content, and they should have respected that part, man. Because I know they, you know. And the funny thing is, you know what's gonna happen. They just gonna come back. Like the funny thing is, like, you're not going nowhere.
Right. You see comments under the videos. Like me. We don't reply to comments. I'm not about to be commenting on YouTube all day. Like I'm not about to do that. One brother just want to pull up. How many just go pull up? Like, no, we can't take it to that level. You know, but it's like that's what the mentality is with it. It's like it's not like a joking matter. You know, this is like very serious. This is our lives. You know, and it's working. We have the angelic beings guiding us. You know, the spiritual warriors that come to us help us get this stuff done. You know, protecting us on a moment by moment, not a day by day, but moment by moment basis.
Right.
Cause I feel protected. You know, my family is protected. You know, and it's like, you know, it's good. You know, but you just gotta. We're looking for some people that's willing to do the work and willing to, like, you know, willing to be a part of it. And, you know, not be afraid. You know, like you afraid to stay over there anyway. Or if you got like other stuff going on, just stay out of the way. Cause you know you just get in the way after that.
Oh yeah, all day long. But you know, like some of these guys, you got to remember, like, they just never, you know, it's to be a part of something. You know, to be a part of something, they just want to be a part of something great. And you know, access to the little brother ain't, you know, it's pretty much open access. Because of his fear level, he doesn't have a lot of fear. Not a lot, you know, maybe a little bit, you know, maybe in there, but not, you know, you rock with him, you know, you be like, bro, you hot right now. You just hot. This is out in the open hot, what we doing right now. And he be like, nah, you know, his fear factor ain't as much as everybody. So that's what makes him kind of vulnerable for all these people that just want to be a part of something, you know what I mean? Because it is, you know, calling all cars. Right. You know, it is that part, you know, but many are called, but, you know, few are chosen.
Right, and the fact that ATUN-RE, he helps you better yourself. You know, he helps you to stand up more straight. And it's because he's about truth. And he has like another level of knowledge and information that can really, you know, turn your life inside out and have you a better you. You know, people get mad at his curse words, but his curse words are blessed words. He get your attention right away. You know, like you can like, man, what did he just say? He's pulling you in. You see what I'm saying? Then he layer you with a whole lot of truth on, like, you know, how you can be improving yourself, what you should be doing. And that's all what this is, you know, like looking for lessons for one to improve themselves. A real Messiah, like a covenant. He provides you with the tools, the truth that can set you free, because a lot of us are binded and trapped in our own homes, like in our own body, like, you know, at our own job, like we've binded and trapped. We don't know how to walk away. Like people like literally losing their mind, they get laid off. They never be the same again. Like they literally go crazy because you know, they're not working anymore. You know, or you know, like they a bad breakup in a relationship. You know, you know, can't get off drugs. Like you need like some spiritual truth in you that can, and physical truth, because this is, you know, we have spiritual, have physical. You just can't be all spiritual with my shit. And then, like, you know, expect to move around the physical, and you can't be all physical because you want to see what's coming around the corner. You know, that your spirituality helps with that. So you got to have a balance about all of you do. And then, you know, that's why he sits in the center seat, you know. He's in the middle. Like, he can go all the way to hell with you, or he can go all the way to heaven with you. Right. All in the same second, you know.
Yeah, Biggie had that song be like, You could be as bad, good as the rest of them, and as bad as the worst. But don't test me. You better move over. It's kind of like that, you know. And that's the part. Like, you know, when they talk about like how you got the pharaohs and they had the little snake and like the hawk or whatever, the falcon on their joint. That just means like, okay, I know both sides of myself. You know what I mean? I know my dark shit and I know my other shit, you know, and I could operate very well and master both of them, you know, and that's the real truth about it, you know, just when you can become immovable, you're like, that's it. When somebody can't take your emotions and be control of your emotions for you, like come up to you and be like, you's a bitch, and then now you fighting and you doing something like that, but you wasn't in control of that, you know, that's the part. That's all. That part of the mastery is. And shit, I know ain't nobody with no disillusionment walking around thinking that they some type of you know, shit. You could be agreeable and disagreeable. You could be both. Shit. Shit.
Right.
And some of these cats, like I said, they just it's not. The cool thing about actually walking with ATUN-RE is like what happens to you, not necessarily what happens to him. Because, like, you know, what happens to you is your shit gets brought up. Your shit, you be the one that got to walk away. He can't walk away from his life. You be the one that be like, I had enough. I got to go. I got to process, you know, and, but you'll be better. I don't know. You just be better somehow. You understand? I don't know. I start overstanding my information retention and all kinds of different things that I couldn't. And I'm not getting older too. I'll give them some shit because they want to hear. And I'm not getting older. I'm actually looking younger than I've ever looked in my life. You know, I'm getting younger looking. You know, and that was another thing that I remember he blessed me and Stocks and some of the other brothers with. And, you know, I know in this circle that some of the brothers have got that eternal youth already. But you just, you know, those are pretty good things to get from somebody. You know, got the key to the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, you know, we got our keys. Those are pretty good things to get from somebody, along with all these other breadcrumbs that he's passing out. And these things are they kind of just raise you up. You know, they raise you up and they jog your memory and they come out like time release. You don't have to intend for them to come out. They just come out when they most need it.
Right.
That's why it's good to ingest it and read those books and get that into you and contemplate and think about it word by word and get it deep inside of you like that, because, man, they come out when you need it most. It'll save your life, man. It'll save your life, man. It'll be 2 or 3 words, or it could be just a little something. And then save your life or save somebody's life next to you, man, or you know, so all the words that ATUN-RE done told us, they ain't for us. That we done heard it all before. But that next person right there, that when you see that look in their eyes that you done said something and you can see that thing go ding, you can see that thing like unlock. Oh man, that word was for you, just the carrier. That word was those words was for that person that said, I've never heard it like that before. I mean, how many times you got to hear you say something that ATUN-RE say and somebody say, well, I've never heard it like that before.
Right.
And these are smart people. Well, I've heard it, but I've never quite understood it like that.
Right. It's not what he's saying, it's how he's saying it.
Yeah, that's the rhythm, that's the tone, that's the content, that's the delivery. And then you see how your conversation go round and round and round and round. And then you can't enter a room and start having a conversation, and the Most High it don't end up like that every damn time. You can start off talking about hoes. It don't matter. It is every time you have a conversation, it's a conversion process happening. Either you're gonna convert to them or they're gonna convert to you. The conversation is a conversion process. And our conversations is what protects us. And that is why I know we need to stay in contact more, and be be more personal and all that. You know, our conversation is what protects us. It is the thing that gets us by. But we don't want to just get into some realm of just talking to talk, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck that means, you know what I mean? Because everybody got real shit going on out here, you know? But I do see, I think Ray, so he said a long time ago, like he said, you know, I can see, he said, Damien, you can see the big picture, you know? And I didn't always understand how that meant, but that's like this movie overview replay feeling that I always get, this constant deja vu, especially when I'm on the phone with the bros. That's that feeling. It's like this part is exactly how this part is supposed to be. Everything is happening right as it's supposed to be happening, right at the same time, at the right time, with the right intensity, with the right everything is happening right exactly as it's supposed to be happening right now. And there's nothing that nobody can do about what's about to take place in the next couple moments of between when we have one of these conversations again. And I'm telling you, yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna have movie studios, we're gonna have, you know, there's billions and billions of dollars about to pour into the family, man, and you know, it's a real cool thing that we're about to experience, man. It's a real, you know, you don't know how fast you're vibrating over people. You don't really know. You don't really know that you're thinking that fast. You don't know that you're thinking that fast. You know, to us, it might seem like, damn, where we going? It's taking us some time or whatever this is. But get in the room with 10 people, man, and you'll be like, oh, shit.
Right.
This shit is real. Like, you're thinking way faster. Your response time is faster. You can finish what they say before they say it. You're listening even better. Our listening has sped up.
Mm-hmm.
Our listening has sped up. That's another thing that never had. Our hearing, you know, like faith come by hearing, and hearing come by the word of the whatever. That's what I'm telling you. Our hearing is sped up. So you're like, wait, what'd you say? Stop that. Did you say this? This means this. This is what that means. Well, you know, and they be like, wait, I wasn't even saying all, you know. You can move past these people. You can tell who's lying to you in the first 30 seconds of them talking.
Right.
That's really cool. I think that's really cool to be able to do. You know, that's really cool. You can predict the future. You just don't know you can. You know, it's not even predicting. All it is kind of reading subtly, like some pages that already been read already. You know, because you got to think about it. Like, if anybody read the Book of Life, that's a part of the all, then everybody read the Book of Life. And you get a glimpse of it. You can get a little. Well, that's what's happening to me. I get small glimpses of some things going on. You know what I'm saying? And I remember a long time ago, I think Ray said, we're gonna change JayZ's tune. I wish Cass was around to hear that. Because he was talking and some JayZ was playing in the background, and he was just like, yeah, you know, we about to change his tune. This is before he grew the locks. This is way before he was talking like he's talking now, man. And that's another thing that I seen take place. That's another, like, I'm like, wow.
They tuned JayZ up, you mean? Or they put him in
Put him at, we're gonna tune JayZ up. We're gonna get him real right. He's one of us. He's also, I'm like, what? Yeah, we're going to get him real right. And then all of a sudden he started talking differently, a lot differently. Whoop, man. And it's like, you know, I seen that happen, man. I seen it. So I seen this mysterious death get predicted. I seen the focus that now is taken particularly up on the Negro population. I seen that get predicted. So, and he ain't got to hit 10 out of 10 for me to be like, this nigga got a shot. You know what I'm saying? You hit them first 6, 7 jumpers, I'm be like, shit, that nigga was dumping.
You can feel it.
You know? He's dumping. He's definitely been dumping for a long time, man. When I first started listening to ATUN-RE, it was like dope. It was like a drug. Like I had to hear that. I had to hear that shit every day, every moment, while I was at work, while I was what I was doing. Boom, boom, boom. Every time I'm listening, I ain't talking to my girl. Man, I'm like, what in the world is this? And then when he personally, before he put the before he put the wisdom book, before he put the, what was it, the circle, what's the book with the wisdom, what's the book with the wisdom book inside of it? A question and answer book?
Yeah.
Man, when he read that to me, first he did a story called The Day Before and the Day After. And then he read that, oh man, and it took about 2 hours. It took about 2 hours to read everything. It took a long time. He was reading, I think he read it all, everything. And man, it was freezing in that garage, but then it just started getting hot, like, because you got to take off a jacket. And it was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard, and I said, I was like, damn, you did that, and I kissed him right on the forehead, because I was like, oh, I get it. It was like it's like I've been restored. Like I've been told the story from the beginning to the to the root of to the tip, and it's like it just was like something just blew up in my mind, and I seen him for who he was, and I was like, oh man, he's beautiful. Oh shit, I'm like this is. Oh man, this is my lucky. This ain't no regular person. He didn't look like a regular person, and like he said, what is inside him is bigger than 3 football fields. There ain't nothing regular about him at all. Ain't nothing regular. I was like, wow. And I started seeing him for who. Then I started being like, I just feeling lucky. Pretty much feeling lucky to be a part of something like this and to come so close to that. Right. And, yeah, man, and just, being watchful and just mindful from there on out, and then keeping a lot of love, man. So, yeah, I always talk to the little bro in the mind. He always on my heart. He always coming through my flow, my daily flow or whatnot. I know I'm always connected to him. I just, I'm like, I guess, whenever he say, put me in, coach, I feel like I don't really have, I don't know how much I got to say, because I feel like he the one saying it all. Like, see, he's saying it. He done said it all already. He done really said it all. A lot of these brothers these niggas want to use alchemy and start, messing with mirrors and all that. They don't know that you have 2 mirrors in your eyes, 2 black mirrors in your eyes. Yeah, your mind is doing alchemy all day long. See? You don't need. Why would you have to have something outside of you to use that power? But they want to know how black mirrors work, but they won't look in their eyes for one. That's how silly they are. Mm-hmm. So silly, man. So silly. You want to hop on some other mirrors and all that type of shit, bro. All of this is a nuke of me. All of this. Everything that we see and play out before our eyes. You're witnessing life. That's love. That's what you're witnessing, is that. You're seeing it. It's so hard to explain that the love that Cat is looking for is like, that's what you're witnessing. The screen. The screen that's playing in front of your face is love. Bro, every day it's love. That's why he does say that you can't love me and be out of love with, you can't, what he say, you can't love me but not be in love with me, because if you're in love with me, you're witnessing the same life, which is love. You're seeing the same thing at the same point, at the same page, at the same time. That's all it is. It's perception. Like you have so many different types of perception. Perception is like, one of those Russian dolls? Right. Those Russian dolls, that's perception. Like a thing within a thing, within a thing, within a thing, within a thing. That's what perception is. So you got like interceptions, you got receptions, you got deceptions. And then so they affix that meaning of what type of perception it is, right on top of it, on the front of the word. So that, an interception, that's something that happened inside. That's what that is. So what we're talking about, a perception, or a conception, right? You're either trying to unravel a thing that's within a thing that's within a thing, You know, that's a conception to go against that ception. You know, and you don't know the thing within a thing within a thing that you're in. That's what we're in, and that this life is that thing. It's like a thing within a thing within a thing within a thing, and he's trying to give you a perception, a permanent perception that permeates, and it comes from inside of you seeing it. You know, that's why it's deception in the first place, because it's a thing that you have to see inside that you don't really know is there, because they hid it. They hid it really well. They really did hide this whole kingdom of heaven thing. They really did hide it like a secret idea that pops up in your head at the right point at the right time. But that's what I'm saying. That's why the king has a scepter. That it's the thing within a thing that creates the reality, you know. And that's all I'm saying is, like, ATUN-RE is here, you know, like they say in the Bible, precept upon precept, like perception upon perception upon perception. Right. To pull you out of this thing within a thing within a thing within a thing within a thing. You know what I mean? So we so deep in this thing, shit. It's like you got to get pulled all the way up this ladder just to come out to see what the damn thing is in the first place. And that's what I think he was saying when I got that big picture. Somehow talking to him took me out of deception, and now I can see for real what's going. I can see for real in a sense, you know, like. I see it, you know, I see where we all at. There is a realer version of us. We are kind of like avatars. We are, there's another reality. There's another form of, truth or something. There's another form that we can't quite see. It's not like, it's like that movie, The Matrix, in a sense, or Avatar or something like that. That this thing that we're kind of trapped in, and we're kind of stuck in it. It's like being stuck inside in Inception. Inception, that was a dream within a dream within a dream.
That was a good one.
Yeah, an Inception, a dream within a dream. So that thing that we've been taken out of, man, it's so tight. It's so tight. You know, all the ones that's here that's adversaries. You know what I mean? I bless them too. You know what I mean? I bless them all, because there takes a certain amount of aggravation to pull you out, to shift your perception, man. And you need it. You need it. You know, you might not think you need it. You know, and not think you need to be aggravated that way, but you do, you know, because that thing that they hid, you know, inside of us is so deep, it's in there, but you got to get aggravated to come out. So that's why I appreciate ATUN-RE for aggravating everybody, getting everybody a little riled up and shit. A lot of times he don't even be mad as he sound, man. He just he don't be mad at all. He don't be mad at all.
You get people attention though, like having to raise your voice at times. I think people be wanting to be yelled at. You know, it's weird. I mean,
it's a weird thing, right?
Like you ever play sports on like an all Nubian team? The coaches be yelling their ass off. Like it'd be like another degree, you know. But they be winning though. You see what I'm saying? Like, or you can back it up. You know, it makes sense. You know.
Yeah, somebody got to set the what tone. Like set the tone. Tone setter, man, and that's what do you think atonement is? And that's, see, but it's not, you know, like I used to be in awe of like when the rhythm and the tone and the content started being delivered, and I started, like, the words, they got a way they can start coming off of your tongue like silk. It really is real. Like it gets to a point where it's like, you know, and I was in awe of that at first, you know, like, so it did make me want to debate people and, you know, talk out. But now it's really more or less like there's something inside of everybody that, like an onion, like a layer, like they all been hurt in some type of way. And they got these layers that build up around that pain. And a lot of them are children, like they've been arrested in their development. They can't, whatever traumatic event took place at that young time in their life, that's where they're stuck at. But there's a child way inside of there that had all these protective layers that, you know, whatever it is, it could be tattoos, gang, drug, it could be whatever these layers are. But it's really like, what happened? When did it happen? And who did it? If I ask those questions right there, to most people, that people start crying off of those questions, because that pain is so deep, and I started realizing, man, it ain't about that. You've been given this gift to heal that pain right there, like, because he said, what will you do when you find a child, right? They say in that Masonic thing, yeah, what will you do when you find a child? And the thing is, protect the child with my life, right? So it's like that. When you find a child and these people that have been hurt, all you got to do is look for it a little bit, because you're an elder. When you're an elder, you can see the child. And then what you got to do is go for the protection of that child. And everybody got that little thing in them, man. Everybody been hurt in a certain type of way. Everybody. So then it's like, nah, this is for healing. This ain't for knocking nobody down. This ain't for knocking the young elder down. This is about him and his auntie and what she did to him. You know what I'm saying? And the escapism that he participated in, running from that type of pain. And why did he start getting into those comic books and stuff anyway? Because, it started for him in comic books, but it really starts from what you was running from when you was trying to escape with reading those comic books and reading those sci-fi stories and all that stuff that was getting to you. And you was running from something already. So don't, young elder, if he's listening, you ain't gotta be stuck young like that no more, because somebody do know what happened, when it happened, and who did it to you. Let's work on that pain, bro. Let's work on this whole layers of onion that you done prescribed around yourself to protect that child. That's the first one who ran to the sci-fi anyway, running from your auntie, and you know what I'm talking about. So we don't gotta go there, man. Let's just heal it. You know what I mean? Let's just heal it. And then he be transparent about, because he's transparent about a lot of things, but not about his story. I know he was born in a hospital. I know there were several elders there, so he could receive that name, Quantillion, so he could be on some silly shit right now. And I know that's a name that's very unique to him too. There ain't nobody else got that name. But he needs to go to that point of what he was running from in the first place that sent him on the sci-fi mission in the first place, man, because that's what he was trying to run from, is original reality. And that shit ain't right. Should nobody do that type of stuff to no child. I don't feel down. If you thought it was cool, if you think, man, yeah, well, I probably wanted it in a little way. I'm a little man. I'm a little nigga. It wasn't right for nobody to steal that from you like that. So, yeah, that's why I ain't really mad at nobody. I know what they be, I know what they be really running from, man. They be running from some deep shit, man. They be creating all these, Taco, the Tep Hooray, Washaka Tataka names and shit, and that shit just be, all they trying to do is protect the child. That's all they trying to do. That's all they trying to do is be, try to find some escapism from a reality that they've been running from a long time that they ain't addressed. A lot of them, a lot of them. So that's all, man. It takes a little bit of an eye to see in there, man, is know that no matter how much these cats talk, they ain't, ain't nothing but babies. Ain't nothing but babies anyway, man. Ain't nothing but babies. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but babies. Ain't nobody. Huh?
Like we all like, that's the whole thing with the alchemy of the child. So ATUN-RE, he says that's like his alchemy of a child, because everybody can relate to a child, but at the same time, a child can get everybody's attention too.
Right.
So you do all this stuff you do, this is a great catch your attention.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And, young elder reaching out for some attention, on some level. You know what I mean? Because somebody got to go in there and do that dirty work. Somebody got to go back in time and take care of that situation for him. And, I don't know what he's thinking. Tahuti and all them, what is they know how to go back in time and fix something so it ain't messing with you right now. They know how to go back to that timeline, block that from happening so it don't keep fucking with you right now. Time ain't even on the level with so it's like, he got some onion layers to go back through. All of them do. Everybody that was attached to him got the same story he got. Straight up. All of them do. Because what they're trying to figure out is, if there is a God, just think about the reason that they even went on that type of journey to seek out something called the Most High was if there is a God, then why would this happen to me? That was their first question. That's where their journey was. Oh, I need to find out who the Most High. I need to find out. That was the first thing they were thinking about when they started thinking about me. Where's God? Is God real? I need to know as much as I need to know about this stuff. Well, that was because the first question was, well, where was God when this was happening to me? Well, you got sometimes to get to the root of these cats, man, and you can heal them, man. They ain't that far. They ain't that far-fetched, man. Everybody babies, man. Everybody babies. So that's all. I ain't got no hate, no hate in my heart for none of that, man. All of us been offended in a certain type of way in this physical body. That let me get a JayZ black them out with the plastic tip. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. I know I'm long-winded on it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Making good strides.
You said what?
A lot of people looking for that shit. They looking for miracles and someone that can do spookism. You know what I'm saying? Like, make stars move, and then that's going to, determine your loyalty. But like, this ain't what this is about. This is real life. This ain't no. They give us that stuff in the movies. That's what everybody's sitting around waiting for it and expecting. Right, but it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be for somebody from amongst us that's like us, our personality, from this perspective.
Right, from our level of viewing it. Like, oh yeah, I need that. Yeah, from our level of seeing things. Like, my bad. Right on. Hold on, thanks. Good looking out.
That was in your combo.
Yeah, I was already. I'll be back. All right on though. Yeah. Thank you, family. All right. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Nah. So yeah, I'm back. But yeah, man, that's it's got to be you got to have some real love. That's the only, it seems like it's so easy, but it ain't. It ain't easy to hold real love, because a lot of people think it's part of it's your love, right? It's your love. So why does the person changing in your eyes, or your perception of that person change? Why does that dictate what your love is? You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. Like, you have to be having, like what I think Ray say, love without permission. You got to have your own version of love that you distribute to people no matter what they do. No matter what they do, because it's not their love. You need to possess your love. Like, this is mine, and you didn't ask for it, and I know I gave it to you. I'm hitting you with this love. Like, you're gonna get this work no matter what. But to get to that point where, when you show that type of love to people, where you can still love yourself and you can love the Most High to the point where it don't hurt you, when the people that you love reach out and hurt you or try to hurt you and all that, well, now you just, you're pretty much immovable. You're pretty much immovable. And I can raise an immovable object. He's immovable. You can't move him 1 inch, not 1 inch. And then now that makes us the same. Can't move us like that. You ain't gonna move, young elder and them ain't gonna move me from love like that. That's done. When I reached out to them brothers and I said, man, I love y'all, man. Shaddah Da, man, I love y'all, man. Peace and love. I meant that. And that ain't gonna stop for nothing. You don't get to take my love back that I gave out. So, no way. You're gonna get this work. You're gonna get this work, man. All y'all gonna get this work, man. Ain't nothing.
You gotta get put in your place. You gotta get put in this place.
Yeah.
Anybody that's stepping out of line and doing things, not knowing what you're talking about, just doing too much. It happens to me all the time, and I'm happy to have attitude made, remind me of my mission, what I'm here for, what I'm supposed to be doing, how I need to stay focused. I need that. It's like brick bro motivation,
Yeah. Yeah, because it's pretty much you'd be like, man, I know the level you hitting. I done hit that level, you know what I mean? I'm recognizing where you at, because this thing is like I said, it hits you on different moments, and that's the main thing. I ain't never been the type to check nobody's pockets. never been the type to worry about how much bread. If I gave somebody $10, do they have $100 in their pocket? I never been that type to do that, you know. And I just think that some of these guys got to really learn, like, back to basic neighborhood politics. Stop thinking about all this other, be like a G in your community with this type of stuff. You know, I think that we can. I think we can print up the books at some point in time, and we don't need Amazon like that. I think we can probably. I know me personally, I'm a hustler. I could sell a lot of them. You know, I could sell a lot of them for $10. I can move anything for $10. You know what I'm saying? We get the price point cheap enough. We can move stuff like that, but it's just really time. You know, life puts those people in place. Like somebody told me, well, you gotta humble yourself, and I say that's hard to do. But for life, it'll do it. You know, life usually does it pretty good to whoever needs to be humble, whoever is in that mode that is out of line and they really actually need to be humble. You know, sometimes when somebody's ready to fight you and you're ready to show them nothing but love, man, that's how, sometimes that's how you humble people. Because we're at the end of the day, it's like no fear, man. You could walk up to Mike Tyson and be like, what's up? I'm swinging and acting all crazy and loud. And he don't have no fear of you because he knows what he can do to you. And it'll humble you because the next time you run up on him and you in a good mood, you be like, man, damn, man, thanks for not whooping my ass that day. I was tripping, you know, I was bugging. And Baba got enough, you know, you out here slandering our team, Ray, you could, you know, shit, he's built for slander. He's actually built for controversy and slander and shit. Huh?
Right.
He's not. Yeah.
Every day we getting cussed out, that. Because, I mean, no true leader's ever comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always judge on a lot of different stuff. It's like everybody depending and relying on you because you know why. You know, because why? You know, you get the job done.
Right.
You can take it.
Right. You can take it, you know? And that's what I'm saying. That seat that he said in, nobody want that seat. That's why ain't nobody else took the seat. You can try. Sit in the seat for a little bit and have all your business out, you know what I'm saying? But you put your stuff out and say, yeah, read me like the book I wrote. I'm an open book. Read me, you know, judge me, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Look at me like that, however you all think y'all got to look at me or whatever. But, you know, these cats ain't ready to do that. They can't. They couldn't be like that. They just, you know, it's not in them. But I'm glad that he is how he is, man. I'm glad he's relentless in his efforts. That's pretty much, you know, I've never seen nobody be like that before, man. Like he has been saying the same thing for a while, and it ain't been outside of what Pops told him at all, and it's pretty magnificent to watch. It's kind of like Mayweather or somebody on a streak, somebody on like a winning streak, or you know what I'm saying, that get it done no matter what. Like, man, it's
the same mission, on the same level,
same mission,
same story, you know what I'm saying? Same name, everything.
Oh, man.
Picking it up and moving forward. I ain't traveling more and more. But yeah, big bro, let me roll up out, man.
Okay, man, it's good talking to you, bro. I love you, man. Just get at me anytime, bro. I'll tap in.
All right, love you too. Right. Shout it out.
Yeah, shout it out.